Hey guys, it's Miss Crystal and it's Wednesday, so let's talk about books. Okay, so I have a stack of books for Valentine's Day and they're like all about love stories, so gotta love it. But before we get into that, some housekeeping things. So for all of this February, I have this cute little video up on our YouTube. It's called Rhyme and Reason, and it's basically celebrating Black history. It's about an hour-long video. You can get up and dance and interact with like the players. They're doing a bunch of things, and then they talk about like history. It's a good time. I'm gonna leave the link for it down underneath this video so that you don't have to like go on a scavenger hunt for our YouTube. And then I also, March to May Million. March to May Million is coming up next month. So it's starting in March. And if you want to know more information about that, like exact dates and everything, then talk to us at the Youth Services Desk. If you want to know like what exactly it is, then talk to us at the Youth Services Desk. But I want everyone to be involved. It's basically just as a community, we get together and we are trying to read as many pages as possible. We're hoping to break the record that we did last year. I don't even remember what it was, but we're hoping to break it. So moving on, books, what you came here for. So I have two books that are gonna be for high school, and then the next two are gonna be middle grade. So let's get into it. She Drives Me Crazy. So this one is for all my peeps who love a good like lovers to haters rom-com. It is about the lovely Scotty and Irene. Scotty is a very good basketball player. Irene is head cheerleader, and she is very, very mean. She's like definitely a mean girl in this story. And then like Scotty she gets into like a car accident where she hits Irene's car. And so like she has to, pay for the damages, but then also she's giving rides to Irene to school as like an exchange for hitting her car. So they like come together in that sense because they have to be together every single day. And obviously you're gonna see some sparks. Okay, next one, Our Way Back to Always. All right, so we've got Lou and Sam. Lou and Sam, they live like basically next to each other, like they're neighbors. And in middle school, they had like a little thing, like they had feelings for each other, but things kind of faded out, and they kind of went their separate ways. So then Lou became like a busybody. She went straight for like 10-year plan sort of girl, and Sam was kind of average, but but like anyway, Lou is approaching her senior year, and she's realizing that like all the things that she made a bucket list with Sam when they were in middle school, and it was like this really cute, fun one. And she realized that she didn't accomplish like any of those things. And she's like, man, have I even had any fun, So she like goes to find Sam, and like they go on this cute like bucket list adventure together. So yeah. All right, Candidly Klein. So these ones are middle school, okay? Candidly Klein is about this girl, Cline. She loves playing guitar. She loves music and like singing. But her mom is not super supportive of her dream of being like a musician, But she finds this like young musician's workshop that's really close to her home, and she knows her mom's not gonna let her go. So her and her grandma devise like a plan for her to go. And she goes, and then she meets this young lady there, and she realizes that like she has feelings for her. She thinks she's super cool, and she's developing a crush. And so not only is it like, oh, my first crush, but it's also like whoa, like am I queer, But it's very cute. So I would highly suggest Candidly Klein. Next one, last but not least at all, Mighty Inside. So this one is about this kid, Melvin. Melvin is living in Spokane, and he's African American, and he's a boy, and he has a stutter, and he's not super confident, and he has a crush on this girl Millie in his class, and he wishes that he was like a smooth talker, but he's really not. So there's that. And he meets this new kid, this Jewish kid who's really good at playing saxophone, and Melvin is a musician himself. And his friend kind of gets him out of his box and like is like, you should try out for things, and like, you're really good at music and like everything. And so he encourages him, and it kind of like gets him in a different frame of mind. So it's about like finding yourself, finding some confidence, crushes, how best friends are invaluable. Go for it. Okay, So that's all I've got for you today. Yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next week. See ya.